the anthem. If you rockin' with it, put your hands up. Yeah, this the anthem. If you get up and get it, put your hands up. Yeah, this one for the winners if you with me. Yeah. Hands up in the sky if you feel me. Yeah, this one for the winners if you with me. Yeah, hands up in the sky if you feel me. Yeah, it's the anthem. If I give you my word, that's what I stand on. Loyalty and trust is what I stand on. Family and love is what I stand on. Talking big, big. I knew that one day that I could make it big, big. I'm talking how to stay smoking without a sensei. Now we get up and do it like we got a big rig. It's getting serious, I know you're curious. Took some losses through the process, had me furious. But I got eyes on the vision.
Hey, what's up, peace? Welcome to today's episode of Grind Hard, Hustle Smart with your boy, Charles Johnson. So, today I'm just going to jump right into it. But first and foremost, let me say thank you to all the supporters, everybody who continues listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Growing bigger and bigger around the world and here in the U.S. And it's just amazing and awesome to see. And I just appreciate you all support. We're available on all major podcasting platforms. And it's all because of, you all's dedication and support to this channel. And I appreciate it. And from the bottom of my heart, just want to say thank you and I love you. But now that we got that out the way, let's just jump right into it. So today, I had another episode recorded and done and edited and ready to go for you all. But I said, you know what? Let me put that off till later. I had, was sitting at the gym and I just, thinking. And that's a time when I, sit and I kind of meditate at the gym. And this word came to me, man. I was like, wow, that was powerful. And I'm trying to get into this habit of where when things come to me, I write them down and they sound like awesome, amazing ideas. But when in the moment they sound amazing, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't remember them. So I just trying to practice writing them down. So this one, man, I sat down and I wrote it down. I stopped my workout and I wrote it down on my phone. And I was like, man, this episode is going to be great. But let me stop this talk. Let me just jump right into it. So I understand that we all go through things and times in our lives and we get to this place where we don't see any way out and we want to start analyzing ourselves and start what we call stinking thinking, that negative self-talk that we talk about all the time, where we tell ourselves, man, why am I not in that place of my life where I thought I would be at this point in time? I'm 20, I'm 25, I'm 30, I'm 35, 40, 45 years old, 50 plus, and I'm just not where I thought I would be at this particular point in my life. And I would say you're in a good place. You're in an amazing place. That's a good place to be. Because for some of us, that might be at the bottom spectrum of where we thought we would be. And some of us are in the middle. And then some of us are on the top end, meaning that we have a wide range of things. People go through a wide range of things. You heard of the midlife crisis. It's that place where we say, have I done everything I needed to do to accomplish the things I needed to accomplish? Have I set out to accomplish those things? Have I accomplished those things? How can I advance and progress further than where I am right now? Because honestly, some of us reach the pinnacle of our success and we're still not satisfied. We're still looking for that one thing that will just give our lives meaning and purpose and value and success to us. Because we can all be successful monetarily in some way, shape, or form, right? But that might not have any meaning to us. That might not mean success to ourselves. It might not hold any weight or value to us. We can go out there and become millionaires and billionaires, but if we don't feel like we're impacting the world in the way we thought we would, it means nothing. And so I would say you're in a good place. And oftentimes we look around at our circumstances and we say to ourselves, man, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through these struggles, going through this pain, these addictions, this setback, this negative self-talk, this hatred from others, this criticism? Why am I going through all this? I've been fired from my job, or I didn't receive the excellent or good performance review that I thought I would receive from my supervisor. I didn't pass that test, or I didn't get a high enough grade. I haven't lost the amount of weight that I set out to lose. Why is this happening to me, Lord? My spouse left me. Somebody wants a divorce, or we split up, we separated, or my mind is not where it's supposed to be. I'm not as happy as I thought I would be. I don't feel fulfilled in this point in time in my life. And we sit back and we just analyze and go over these things again and again in our mind. It's just a cycle, just repeating itself again and again and again and again, and we think we're doing it in a healthy way, but we're really not. We're just telling ourselves the same thing again and again and again on this cycle, and we don't know how to break the cycle. We don't know how to get out of that cycle of stinking thinking, that cycle of, hey, things may be bad right now. The pain, the setback, the failure may seem insurmountable, something that you can't get over at this particular point in time. But I'm here to tell you that it can, and it will, and it must. And I want you to write this down or commit it to memory. Commit it to memory. And instead of living through our circumstances oftentimes, we are allowing our circumstances to live through us. I'm going to repeat it again. I want you to catch that. Instead of living through your circumstances, you are allowing your circumstances to live through you. We've seen this play out time and time again. Take a dad, for instance, who used to play high school ball in any sport, right? And they have a son. And immediately they want to put their son in whatever sport that they think that he would dominate or she would dominate in, right? And they just go after it, and they're so hard on the kid. They never pay attention to whether the kid is really enjoying the sport that he or she is playing. They don't pay attention to if that kid is really passionate about it. And I wholeheartedly believe that if you're not passionate about something, you're not going to do it to the best of your ability anyway. And we've seen this just play out again and again with parents in sports. This dad lives vicariously through their son and their daughter, and they just put them in these different things again and again, and just in the hopes that they will be successful at it, because since they didn't get to accomplish that dream in their life, they forced that dream upon their child. They forced them into those circumstances because their circumstances didn't turn out the way they wanted them to. They forced those exact same circumstances on that child. You've just seen this play out again and again. The most ready example I have is like, take Michael Jackson. Now, granted, he's been was amazingly successful in his career. Amazingly successful. The king of pop is what we call him. Had an amazing successful career, right? Top of the world, top at the top. But then we wonder why he did things like have an amusement park and a zoo in his house. And when people look at it now, they still analyze it. Michael was really just trying to live out the childhood he never had. Because his father was hard on him. Yes, it drove him towards success, but Joe Jackson was really living through the kids. He was living through the kids. And I'm not condemning him for that or saying that it was bad, but even in that massive amount of success, Michael Jackson was still sometimes looking for purpose and meaning in his daily life. In his daily life. And that's what we all are doing. Instead of living through our circumstances, we are allowing our circumstances to live through us. The reason why many of us cannot move on, the reason why many of us cannot move past, or the reason why many of us cannot move beyond is because we are allowing our setbacks to make a comeback. We are allowing our fallacies to become reality. We are allowing the lives that have existed in our lives, or the things that people who have put those labels on us that are complete lies, we are allowing those things to become the truth. And you cannot reach for your future if you're still reaching and holding on to the past. You will rip yourself apart. You will become unrecognizable. You'll lose your identity, your uniqueness, your significance. If you're still reaching for the future and trying to hold on to the past, it's impossible. You cannot do it. You have to move beyond. You have to let go. And sure, many of us have had these traumatic, horrible, horrific things that have happened to us throughout our lives. And I'm not saying that these things are easily forgotten or let go of, or just to say, okay, I'm done with it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we need to start progressively working to get better each and every single moment of the day. Whatever gives you relief and gives you purpose and meaning and value. Some of us just need to simply tell our story. Just reach out to somebody who will actually listen and say, hey, I hear you. I recognize you. I empathize with you. I understand you. I accept you. You're valuable. You're worthy. You're worth it. You're worth the price of admission. I see your humanity. I see your struggle. I see your sacrifice. I see your meaning. You have purpose. We just need somebody to do that oftentimes. Some of us need to start making a schedule to work out or write out that book or study. These are ways, small things. You don't have to make a huge leap right now, but you need to start making small, progressive steps each and every single day. Because I'll tell you what, holding on to the past is like, it's like having weights around our neck. And if we let go of that heavy weight, if we just let go of that heavy weight, we can begin to run towards our destiny, towards our future, towards our life's meaning, purpose, our life's work. Many of us are just leaving these things behind and just acting as if our dreams and our aspirations and the things that we want to succeed at don't exist anymore. And that's a lie. How many times have we heard people say, well, these are just my circumstances? Or you hear the cliche, your current situation isn't your forever situation. The environment around you, yes, may dictate how you behave, how you act, but it doesn't dictate how you will end up. That's why I say, instead of living through your circumstances, we are allowing our circumstances to live through us. Stop allowing your circumstances to vicariously live through you. Your circumstances may say, hey, in this moment you should be angry. Your circumstances may say, hey, in this moment you should be sad. In this moment you should be depressed. In this moment you should be worn out. You should be tired. But we should be living through those things, not allowing the circumstances to live through us. You are not a poor person. Right now, you're just poor. Right now, you're just living in poverty. That's not your life's purpose. That's not your life's meaning. That's not how your life ends. You may have got fired from your job or failed a test. That doesn't mean you are a failure. You need to push through that, live through that. That doesn't mean you are a failure. That doesn't mean you will get fired from every job. That's just what's happened in this particular moment in time. You can get beyond that. You are not a failure. You are just a person who has failed at something that they have tried. You will succeed. See, oftentimes we look at these things, these problems that we have gone through in life as the end all, like to say, this is it. There's no getting beyond this. And that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie from the enemy. I'm here to tell you that that is a lie. You can get beyond. Obstacles are meant to be overcome. The past is meant to get beyond. Man. But let me tell you this. You will never get past trauma, pain, failure, setbacks, struggles if you allow those things to constantly remind you of who you used to be. You need to start getting beyond these things, working past these things, living through your circumstances, not allowing your circumstances to live in through you, living through your pain, not allow your pain to consume you, living through your trauma, not allowing your trauma to become who you are, to consume you, living through your setbacks and your addiction, not allowing those things to become who you are. That is not your character. You are more than the pain that you've experienced, more than the struggle you've experienced, more than the trauma you've experienced, more than addiction that you may suffer with, more than the failure that you have experienced. You are more than those things. You are meant to get beyond them. There's a reason why the past is called the past, so you can walk past it into the future. Man, you must begin to use your pain as fuel, as tools for the future, not skeletal reminders of the past or who you used to be and what you've gone through. Clean out your closets today. Get those skeletons out your closet. Throw them away. They are no longer valuable. They are nothing but reminders of what you used to do and how you used to act and who you used to hang out with and how you used to fail or how you used to be addicted to something. Yes, it's cool to say, yes, I overcame that. But that's not a part of who you are today. We are living through life. Life doesn't live through us. We are progressing. Every single day we wake up, draw breath, have that first thought in our mind when we wake up. We are living through life. We are living through our circumstances. We are living through our pain. We are living through our trauma. We are living through our struggles. We are living through our setbacks. It is not who you are. Your current situation is not your forever situation. You will get to the period of your life one day when the story is finalized and it is finished being written. The summary of your story shouldn't describe your circumstances or how you were born into poverty, how you were born into addiction, or how you got stuck at some point in your life. No, the summary of your story should say, he lived through those things, and those things helped him build up into the person or the human being, man or woman, that he or she ended up becoming at the end. They are fuel, tools, trampolines to propel you into the future. Nothing more than that. Man, I don't know any other way to put it. I really don't. So let's begin today to start living through our circumstances and not allowing our circumstances to live through us. We are more than our circumstances. We are living through life. Life doesn't live through us. Life happens because of us. Circumstances happen because of us. We take ownership of those things and we move beyond them. Like I said previously, you cannot reach for your future if you are still holding on to the past. Let those things go. Those circumstances, if you've already come through them and moved beyond them, stop reaching for the things that have caused you pain in the past. Those things happen. We understand them. We learn from them. We grow from them, but we leave them where they are because they no longer have space to occupy in our current life, in our current situation, in our current circumstances. Don't compound your problems, simplify them and move beyond them. Don't compound your obstacles, simplify them and move beyond them. You are better than that, I promise you. You're better than any failure, any pain, any struggle, any trauma, any addictions. You're better than anything that has negatively impacted your life. You're better than those things. Your life has more meaning than those things. Your life has more value than those things. Your life has more purpose than those things. Hey, if you enjoyed today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, hey, just, leave a review, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, answer the poll. Did you like this episode or not? It'll be down below. Hey, man, like I always say, you all are awesome, amazing, wonderful human beings. Don't let anybody tell you anything different, ladies and gentlemen. Keep moving through your circumstances. Stop allowing your circumstances to live through you. You are more than that. You are bigger than that. Your life has more meaning than where you are presently and currently. And man, thecharlesjohnson.com is where you can find me for speaking engagements. Go there to book me for speaking engagements, speaking gigs. You can also purchase our merchandise. The website is up. It is revamped. It is redone. It is better. It has moved past its previous circumstances to be the best it can possibly be right now. So go to thegrindishard.com and purchase the merchandise for the podcast. Let me know how you feel about the website. Send me an email. I'll receive them. I'll reply. Hey, go support your boys. Support this channel. Support the podcast. It goes a long way. This takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of love, sacrifice, and I love doing it. This is what I love to do. This is my life's work, ladies and gentlemen. So please show your support. Go to grindishard.com. Purchase our merchandise. We got mugs, we got hoodies, we got some other things and products and merchandise that's constantly being added each and every single month. I will come out with some discount codes and possibly some gift cards in the future. So stay on the lookout for those things. You can find the podcast on all major podcasting platforms: Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher, and many, many more. You can also go to Grind Hard, Hustle Smart, the YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube and look at this podcast live and in person and watch your boy do what he do. If you like video and audio, or you just want to look at audio, or just want to look, hey, whatever your preference is, we have many ways for you to peruse the catalog of this podcast episode. Yeah. And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's end it on this note. Remember to grind hard, hustle smart each and every single day. And like we always say, we want to grow through our circumstances instead of allowing our circumstances to live through us. Why? Because we want to be everywhere in every way one day. And you only do that through growth. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all awesome, amazing, wonderful human beings. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Have a good one.
I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. Running through it with the young influence, adolescent presence, I'm succumbing to it. I've been giving yeses when I shouldn't do it. I complete ejected, but the moves elusive, and I'm barely moving, but I'm still gon' boost them. I can't work on winners when I know you're losing, so I work the winners and they throw the deuces. Guess I had to pivot, shooting no bazookas for the facts. I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax, that's a joke. Tell them laugh, Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot, but ghetto whack, contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back, you ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't tryna grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't tryna link, no time to waste. Facts, I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax, that's a joke. Tell them laugh, Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot, but ghetto whack, contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back, you ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the record, I'm done tryna make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't tryna grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't tryna link, no time to waste.